Good morning. Welcome to Sunday and Father's Day meditation practice at Won Temple, North Carolina, Chapel Hill. My name is Drew Pylant, and Reverend Won Gong asked me to share a few words about my dad. I think about, when I tie it into Buddhism, I think a little bit about cause and effect and karma, and how every thought, word, action, and experience has an outcome. And my dad planted a lot of good seeds in my life. And the two that I'm thinking of are that he was an Eagle Scout in the Boy Scouts and very active in scouting. And I went into Boy Scouts and did a lot of hiking and backpacking in Washington State and the Cascade Mountains and Olympic Mountains. And that turned into a pursuit of geology in college and a career in environmental science and a lifetime of frolicking in the outdoors. And it's all been to my benefit. So I have enormous gratitude to my father and my parents for that. Both my parents also encouraged my curiosity, and so I've just always pursued my interests. The interest here is in understanding my mind and how to use it well. And another area my dad was very influential in planting a seed was when I was 11 or 12 years old. He took me to see the Kodo drummers of Japan. And they play taiko drums, these big drums where it's super physical. But it's a whole dynamic range. So when they opened, they played the sound of nothing and then a gentle rainfall, and then it builds to a thunderstorm and then declines again. And I've always been, I've been complimented as being a drummer who plays with dynamics, and part of it comes from experience of seeing an ensemble play drums with dynamics. So on this Father's Day, I am just so grateful to my dad. And I think about, he passed away when he was 64 and I was 26, so too long ago. But I have some questions for him. How do you navigate adulthood? How do you navigate fatherhood? How do you lay patio bricks? How would you go about trimming this tree? And I wish we had WhatsApp back then, because then I could just ping him from anywhere in the world and we'd have that chat. So young people today, you have that advantage, you two over there. All right, that's enough of me. Let's see, I want to mention that we have a new chanting booklet, and if you'll turn to page 11, we're going to chant the essential dharmas of daily practice, and you'll note that there's a slight modification on number 9. So let's, I should follow my own instructions. The essential dharmas of daily practice. The mind is originally free from disturbance, but disturbances arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the equanimity of our true nature by letting go of disturbances. The mind is originally free from delusion, but delusions arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the wisdom of our true nature by letting go of delusions. The mind is originally free from wrongdoing, but wrongdoings arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the precepts of our true nature by letting go of wrongdoings. Let us replace disbelief, greed, laziness, and ignorance with belief, zeal, questioning, and dedication. Let us turn resentment into gratitude. Let us turn dependency into self-reliance. Let us turn reluctance to learn into willingness to learn well. Let us turn reluctance to teach into willingness to teach well. Let us turn a self-serving mind into a mind that serves the good of all. Now, please stand behind your mats and let's join the gentle back and leg stretches guided by Reverend Sean.
Hello. Please feel free to participate as little as you can, as your energy and body allows. Okay, let's start with rotating our ankles. Now, from the retreat, our senior teacher, Venerable Juksanim, head Dharma master of Won Buddhism, he showed us how he loosened his body works. So let's do that a little bit. Change our feet. And as you rotate your ankles, make the circle a little bigger, like your knee rotations and your hip joints together. The other leg. Let's bring that rotation up on your waist and hips. And this time, your wrist, your elbows and shoulders, your arms. The other way. This time your neck. And all together from the bottom to top, like he showed us like this, like from the bottom, circling comes up, like we were laughing and following, rotating, and the other way. He said, do this before morning meditation when the body is stiff and still sleeping. Do this for 3 minutes and we'll be through. One more thing, shoulder rotation, not like same way or the opposite way. Shoulder comes up and front, shoulder comes up and back, like it's a little like this. It's give some little tricky in the other way too. So up, one goes front, one goes back, and the other way. Okay, good. Now let's shake off our hands. Shake off your whole body, breathing out through your mouth. Let go of all the tensions, thoughts, stress away. A little more intensely for 10 seconds. And slowly come back to standing. Shake off any leftover stress, tension. Let us breathe in, hands up, wrist, elbow, shoulder, elbows down, hands down. In, sink your tailbone as you breathe out. One more time. Now feet a little wider, turn to one side. Arms to the side. And in a little bit, stretch your legs. Balance yourself. Back to center, to the other side. Breathe in, breathe out, stretch. Back in, back to center, palms together. Breathe in, breathe out, hands up in the air. Stretch your back and leg. Hands back to center, to the other side. Breathe in, breathe out, stretch. Back to center. This time clasp our hands behind, feet a little narrower. Breathe in, breathe out, your torso down, hands up. Slowly come back up to the other side. Breathe in, breathe out, stretch down. Breathe back in, back to center. Shake off a little bit. Breathe in, arms to the side and up. Breathe out, release. Now feet together. Breathe in, arms to the side. Palms together. Breathe out, bring it down. Why don't you bow to our friends next to us? And let us offer 4 bows, either standing or kneeling. You may use your cushion as your knee padding.
With gratitude, I bow to the grace of heaven and earth, honoring the marvelous gift of nature and the universe. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of parents, ancestors, and everyone who has given me life and nurtured me. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of fellow beings, recognizing the truth of interconnectedness. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of laws, which guides us, protects us, and promotes justice.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Father's Day. My father also passed away many years ago when I was about 26 years old. Yet, I still remember how he smelled. And very comforting. And whenever I was around my father, very comforting and reliable and nurturing kind of presence and energy. And he was like a people person, and he had a good relationship with everybody in the whole little village where I was from. And I often wished that he lived longer and traveled to the United States and meeting you all and seeing what I am doing here. But I felt his continued presence. It's a great honor to think of my father and all the fathers on this planet today. We all have a father, at least one. Some of us have 2 or 3 or even more. To honor them, please invite your father and all those who have been like a father for you. Invite them into your heart. And join us now as we pay homage to all the nurturing fathers in our lives. Make your seat comfortable. Breathe easy. As bodhisattvas of nurturing love, fathers bless their children through care. A father's guidance becomes a foundation for their children's lives. Today we remember and express gratitude to our fathers and to all those who have played important paternal roles in our lives. Dear Father, I honor your dedication and love. You nurtured me until I could walk on my own. In body or in spirit, you still carry and support me. Our time together may not always have been easy, but I honor the bond between us. Father, recognizing the complexity of many father-child relationships, we acknowledge that struggles may have been caused by past pain and wounds. Thank you. Thank you for doing your best. Through this meditation in gratitude and calmed mind, may we open our hearts and minds to understand and to accept our fathers for who they are. We breathe in acceptance. We breathe out gratitude. I breathe in acceptance, breathe out gratitude. With all-embracing love and perseverance, through many challenges, our fathers raise and protect their children. We dwell in this awareness and in our Father's dedication and strength. We breathe in gratitude. We breathe out peace. No matter how much we grow and how old we become, our relationships to our fathers remains. Father, you live in me. I am a continuation of you. For fathers and grandfathers who have passed away, and for all our paternal ancestors, we feel an abiding gratitude. Without you, we would not be here. You've given us the gift of life. Today, we remember and honor you. Dear Fathers, your support, love, and wisdom shapes your children's lives and prepares them for adulthood. Today, we reflect on the grace we receive through your love and care. Dear Father, I am grateful for the best that is in you. Thank you for your bright, strong male energy. Thank you for guiding me. Thank you for your laughter and for your silent tears. Thank you for giving us life, dear Father, and for nurturing us. May all the blessings you have given grow and return 1,000-fold. Father Bodhisattvas, we bow to you. Namo Amitabha. Welcome to join chanting together in honor of Father's Day, Namo Amitabha, on page 2. Father Bodhisattvas, we bow to you. Namo Amitabha. 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 One more round with bows. Father Bodhisattvas, I bow to you. Namo Amitabha. 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 Sutra chanting the one song vow. Page 9. 이런 성가
One is the realm of samadhi beyond words and speech, the gateway of birth and death, transcending being and non-being, the origin of heaven and earth, parents, fellow beings, and laws, the true nature of all Buddhas, enlightened masters, unenlightened people, and sentient beings. You are manifest as both permanence and impermanence, viewed as permanence till one unfolds into an infinite world that is ever abiding, spontaneous, just as it is viewed as impermanence till one unfolds into infinite worlds through the cycle of formation, duration, decay, and extinction of the universe, and the birth, aging, illness, and death of all beings, according to how we use our minds and bodies. In the four forms of birth we transform through the 6 rungs of existence, progressing or regressing, with grace arising from harm or harm from grace. Therefore we unawakened beings vow to practice wholeheartedly, modeling ourselves after in one song the Dharma Kaya Buddha, by cultivating our minds and bodies deeply, knowing human affairs and universal principles thoroughly, and using our minds and bodies skillfully, thus progressing rather than regressing, and receiving grace rather than harm, until we attain the great empowerment of the One and become one with the nature of the One.
Slowly, let us stretch our legs. Feel free to rub your knees, do leg stretching exercise.
Many of us have been thinking about fathers and fatherhood quite a bit this week. Our reverends have been thinking about this too. and recently reached out to a few members in our community to learn more. Let's take a look.
Hi, Dad. Happy Father's Day. Wishing you a very lovely day here from Michigan. And do you have anything you want to tell him?
I hope you have a good Father's Day and a good time at your new home.
Mm-hmm. And you? Do you want to say anything to Grandpa Pete?
I hope you have a nice Father's Day in your new house.
All right. Happy Father's Day, Dad. Love you.
Bye. Bye.
Happy Father's Day, Baba. Just want to say thanks for showing me how to be so comfortable in the wilderness.
Dad, you really are the foundation of our family, and you mean so much to all of us. Thank you for your constant presence and support and unconditional love and patience and wisdom and humor and fun through all your parenting. Growing up, I have so many happy memories of us together, and they still make me smile and laugh today. And they remind me how lucky I am to call you Dad. You're always there for me. You believe in me and gave me lots of independence that's developed into the confidence that I've had today. And you taught me to trust my own instincts and follow my own path and know that it'll all work out in the end. Obviously, you're still a constant help to my kids now. Every week, we appreciate you so much, just being a part of our daily lives, helping us any way you can, and being, again, really patient, with the kids, and affectionate and loving, and all those great things. We owe so much of our life, the way it is now, to you, and I hope you know how deeply loved and appreciated you are in return. I know we can't be together today on Father's Day, but I still hope you have a great Father's Day, and we'll see you tomorrow, and we can celebrate then. All right, I love you, Dad. Bye.
Hello, my name is Bodhi, and I'd like to share a few words about my dad. Why I love my dad is because he is funny and nice and a good dad to me, and always patient to me. I remember the first time I went to this temple with Dad. I was a little shy at first, but being with Dad made me feel better. Eventually I kept coming, and that's what led me on the stage today. I always have a fun time whenever I do fun activities with Dad, such as mini golfing, bowling, or just sitting down and watching a movie with him. I'm so grateful that he is my dad, and I wish him a happy Father's Day. Hi, my name is Chris, and I'm about to share a few words about my dad. My dad is kind and very generous. He likes to meditate and go to this temple every Sunday morning. Our dad taught us to stop, take a breath, observe your thoughts and feelings, and perceive mindfully. We sometimes go to the pool and sometimes we go bowling together. We sometimes go on trips together, such as going to Washington, D.C. And sometimes we play outside together. At night, we play a board game called Sorry, or we play Ticket to Ride. I'm very lucky to have a dad like him. Happy Father's Day.
Hello, my name is Zoe, and I've been coming to this temple since 2021. On this special Father's Day, I'm happy to share with you a little bit about my dad. While he's not here in the Dharma Hall, I think he's joining us on YouTube from Cambridge, Massachusetts. So hi, Dad. Before I share a few quick stories, I want to give you a sense of who my dad is. He is curious, clever, smart, loyal, and loving. He's also British, which adds to his charm, in my opinion. He likes to eat peanuts, watch Premier League football, more specifically Chelsea, and play squash with opponents decades younger than he is. Needless to say, my dad has panache. As I mentioned, my dad loves football, which we call soccer in America. So as an elementary school kid, my dad volunteered to be the coach of my AYSO soccer team. We were a feisty bunch, aptly named the Red Hot Chili Peppers. We literally had red flames on our sleeves and red shorts, so I think we were on brand. But I love that my dad coached us because I could show off to my friends that A, my dad was a soccer expert, and B, he had a British accent. I honestly don't remember much about our game strategy except for my dad animatedly yet supportively yelling from the sidelines, "Don't run in a clump, spread out." I think we only marginally improved that season. Oh well. Now that I myself am a working adult, I can say with confidence that coaching a gaggle of preteens after a full day of working sounds difficult. It was a labor of love, though, and I'm glad I could share those practices and games with my dad. In the past few years, I've developed my own passions. I've become a dedicated practitioner of Won Buddhism, and I'm a meditation teacher for young adults. As a part of my teacher training, I needed to guide a few guinea pigs. I asked my parents and my husband to be in my experimental cohort. I don't know that meditation stuck for either my mom or my husband, though they remained very supportive. My dad, however, was a great student. He logged his meditations daily during the course, and he even continues to meditate, especially before his squash games. I love that I can share this passion with my dad and remain connected through something new, now that the days of the Red Hot Chili Peppers are over. My mom and dad actually came to visit Chapel Hill for Mother's Day a few weeks ago. They attended our Sunday service and expressed an appreciation of our spiritual community. And I loved hearing their reflections on the grace of parents after the Dharma Talk. They acknowledged gratitude for their own parents. Even though they've passed, their eternal gratitude lives on. The circle of life continues on. My parents are now grandparents. My dad especially loves his new role as grandpa and has perfected the art of wiggling his ears, much to the delight of my young nieces and nephews. Dad, thank you for your deep love and support of me and your other two daughters. I hope you keep up with your meditation, and I will do my best to spread out and find my own path.
Thank you so much. How wonderful it's been to learn about the special dads in our community, and special thanks to all who put the video together and those who shared here. Now, friends at home, during the next few minutes, you're welcome to spend some time contemplating in silence, or you can share a memory or quality about your father or someone who's been a father figure to you. We appreciate all the grace that has arisen from being fathers. And here in the Dharma Hall, turn to a friend or two and share your thoughts and reflections about fathers and fatherhood. I'm gonna have to turn this on again. When is it after the ending gong? I'm gonna turn it on again. It kind of went off. That's not really great. Anyway, I got the idea.
Hello. Well, it's wonderful to hear and feel all the energy. It sounds like you guys all had wonderful things to share about your fathers today. That's awesome. We are going to watch a video of the Kyominim's retreat. Reverend Sean and Reverend Mongong were gone for last week for about 10 days. They have an annual retreat for all the Kyominims in the North America, so the United States, Canada, and South America. And this is what happened on the retreat, if you were curious, which I am.
Say hello to the friends.
Hello, community.
Natao님 from Hawaii International Retreat Center.
Thank you.
She used to be my school dean.
Thank you.
Hi everybody. Nice to meet you. Yeah. Sotao님, she works in Philadelphia Temple. Good day. From San Francisco Temple.
반갑습니다.
Reverend Sangye from Manhattan.
Hi.
Reverend Youngbi.
Hello.
From
Hi.
where? One Institute.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, I'm Sunjung from Minnesota.
Hi, I'm from Atlanta.
My classmate Gyomunim. It's beautiful here.
Good to be back home and good to see you all. Little more father story. And from my father, one of the things that has stayed with me the most is his commitment to justice and his compassion for those in need. He had the strength and courage to speak out against injustice and was willing to reach out to those struggling. But because of that boldness, he lost his job, and our family ended up moving to the countryside in Yongsan. But that in turn opened the door for me to fully embrace the culture and spirit of Won Buddhism in the sacred place of Won Buddhism, Grace from Harm. And when I was young, at the end of each long day, my father would let us rest our heads on his arm, our favorite pillow, and tell us folk tales, me, my little brother, and my baby sister. He also taught us to breathe deeply, saying, belly up, release. Up, release. We didn't know, just follow his instruction. It was his way of quietly introducing us to Tanjan, belly breathing. That quiet, consistent love is what shaped me, who I am today, and I'm so grateful for that. Thanks, Dad. And my retreat reflections here. Before I begin, I'd like to thank everyone who continued your practice here during our retreat when we are gone. And I'd also like to thank Reverend Won Gong's friends, not my friend, Evan, Christina, Michelle, and Robin for their generosity, generous hospitality, and the meaningful memories we now share. When we go up and down to Won Dharma Center, we stayed one night at our friend's house, so thank you for that. And once again this year, we spent a week at Won Dharma Center, a haven under the stars, for the reverends retreat. My time there was filled with joy, inspiration, deep reflection, and heartfelt connection. We shared lovingly prepared meals, found moments of rest, and spent time in meditation, self-reflection, and sharing. Among many, 3 things are especially memorable. First thing is we formed a 교화단, a study group with fellow ministers around my age. So it was also a special chance to get to know many younger ministers who recently arrived in the States. Together we dove into chapter 7 of the scripture book of Founding Master, The Principle of the Nature, and explored what awakening really means. But since the chapter is quite challenging, I initially wondered, well, how much can we learn by just studying among ourselves? But as we shared, I saw each person's unique strength and approaches to the practice. We also gathered as a whole group to share. It was inspiring, eye-opening, and full of insight. And do you want some answer to it? You can check out Reverend Won Gong's video, recent video, Tao, a deep dive. It connects it. There's an answer to that. Second one is we also spend some time exploring AI and how it might support us. Reverend Cho from the Silicon Valley Temple shared some creative and practical ways we could use it. He also runs a YouTube channel with podcast episodes and original music too. It is definitely worth checking out. Above all, what touched me most was my deep respect for the senior 교무nims who have quietly continued their Dharma path here in America. Even without fluency in English, they answered the call of the Won Buddhist order and left behind all the comfort and familiarity of life in Korea. Whether they had many or few members at the temple, they chose to live according to the Dharma in the face of real difficulties. They each said in their own way, but the message was the same. I'm just here to steady the ground and lay the foundation for those who come after. My role is simple, to keep it alive and pass it on. Their words stirred something deep in me. At the end of the video you watched, you'll see our most senior ministers near retirement bowing to the younger reverends as the gesture of deep gratitude. Then we sang together the minister's song. The lyric was, to accomplish the Buddha's great path together. I was close to tears. I could hardly sing. So at this time of year, Won Dharma Center, nestled in breathtaking natural beauty, comes alive with fireflies after sunset. So I remember walking the path with fellow reverends last year, but this time I walked alone on the last night. The fireflies glowed like stars pouring from the heavens. In their light, I sensed the quiet presence of the senior ministers and practitioners who came before, still shining, steady and silent, bringing light to the darkness. Thank you.
That's a beautiful sharing, Reverend Sean. Yes, our week-long Gyomunim retreat was really peaceful and restful. Many, many thanks for your support while we are there, as you held down the fort and made sure the practice energy continued to flow with the morning meditations, Tuesday evening, meditation gatherings. Wednesday morning, decluttering meditation. Thursday, Dharma studies. Saturday morning, Sunday morning, and Sunday evening, rally as well. Without worrying at all about this temple, Reverend Sean and I were able to enjoy our annual reverends retreat with the communions from all over the Americas, including Canada, Chile, Sao Paulo, and across the United States, including Hawaii. During our retreat, we meditated for 3 hours every morning. In the afternoon, we listened to Dharma lectures, joined in the small group Dharma discussions on the chapter about true nature and universal principles. We enjoyed gardening together, as well as hiking and playing ping pong and pickleball. After the retreat every morning, I developed a new habit, getting up 6 o'clock, pulling out with from 6 to 6:20. It's a very cool morning, before morning meditation. I realized it makes a big difference. Every morning, 15 to 20 minute pulling with, it just made a change. So developing new habit, I think is possible. I feel hopeful. I'd like to share with you a journal entry I wrote during the retreat. The grace of wind. Nature is magical. Earth, sky, trees, birds, sunshine, rain, clouds, wind. Among all the elements of nature, I feel a special affinity with the wind. Wind and gentle breezes cool my body and my heart. They cool my thoughts. I always remember my mother working in a big dry farmland under the hot summer sun. As a little child, I tried to help her in the farm fields with no shade. Then, once in a while, the cool breeze blew and washed away our sweat. How wonderful that felt to us. Here at the Won Dharma Center, with the rolling open fields, breezes travel from many directions to greet me. I see grass and little wild flowers responding with a waving. I smile and wave back. Wind element reminds me of the truth of being and non-being. Wind arises from somewhere and disappears nowhere. Wind in nature allows me to directly sense the principle of change. According to changing seasons, each breeze embraces not only different smells of plants, but also different levels of moisture and temperature. The annual cycle of seasonal changes follows a pattern, but no two winds of change are ever the same. Wind has no fixed entity in its existence. At this year's retreat, 60 fellow Gyomunim sat together, including the senior Gyomunim who was the dean of my seminary school. Whenever I see her, it makes me think of my early years and her hard work training all the newbie students like me. In my memory, she diligently guided us to be disciplined for early morning meditation. I remember that I did my best to adjust to the seminary environment, but the 5 a.m. morning meditation was challenging. Trying to catch up with the curriculum at Wollongong University, as well as following the dormitory schedules, did not leave much time for sleep, and I frequently dozed off during morning meditation. However, there were other classmates who didn't seem to struggle at all. wow, with the respect, I admired them and also felt judgmental about myself for my perceived failings. Here at Won Dharma Center, seeing Dean Latawanim was so delightful. I wonder if she still sees me as the student Won Gong who struggled 35 years ago. With this thought arising, I notice the delusion of my fixed ideas about the past. I know Dean Latawanim is not the same person she was then, and I'm not the same person either. Unlike my early days in the seminary, I usually look forward to meditation time now. I stand in the middle of field at Won Dharma Center, receiving the breezy wind, whispering to me, there is no fixed entity, all things change, nothing permanent. May we all be free.
Well, it's been wonderful to practice with all of you this morning, and welcome back, Reverend Won Gong and Reverend Sean from your retreat.
This October, at the Won Dharma Center, which I just spoke of, in the Hudson Valley near the Catskill Mountains in upstate New York, Reverend Won Gong and Reverend Ginger, who's in the video too, will guide us on a week-long retreat. The theme will be Gratitude Awakening. This promises to be a truly amazing retreat experience. The registration is now open on our website.
Have you ever wished for some guidance on what to do with your mind and your body during meditation? Wondering if you're doing it in as beneficial a way as you could? Our Thursday book club is a Dharma study about just this, the nitty-gritty of meditation, the specific understandings and ways to help us settle the mind. In this book, The Method of Sitting Meditation. Also, rich sharing during the Dharma study helps with deepening our understanding as well. All are welcome to join at 10 a.m. on Thursday, which is on Zoom, or at 7 p.m., which is on Zoom or in person. This past Thursday, we actually learned about resting our mind and energy in the Danjung, or Qi energy field. This coming Thursday, we will begin Chapter 3, which explores how to breathe smoothly and with balance.
And you should join us, it's a lot of fun. So due to all the recent rains that we've had, our temple gardens are flourishing, and so are the nasty weeds. Or I should say healthy weeds. Please join us to continue making this garden a place of calm refuge instead of a wild jungle. And you can do this by just pulling a few weeds. Even a few minutes of your time makes a huge difference. Please contact our reverends if you'd like to come by during the week or the weekend, ideally in the morning or the evening. And you can pull a few weeds and you can place them around the trees, and they'll serve as compost energy for the trees. And we thank you very much.
This afternoon at 4 p.m. for more meditation opportunities, you're invited to join us at the North Raleigh Temple, located in the Quiet Woods in the Falls Lake area. All are welcome. And now, let's turn to page 13 to bless one another with our morning prayer song.
Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace. I begin a new day in your presence. Today full of health and with peace of mind. May I walk along the path of the Buddha. Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace. I begin a new day with your grace. Today gratefully and with gentle words, may I live in harmony with all those I meet. Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace. I begin a new day with compassion. Today making the world a more loving place. May I do all that I can for one world.
Thank you all for joining us, and deep gratitude to all the fathers in this room, in our community, and in the world. And thank you online friends who joined us. Big waving to online friends who are together with us today. And before you go, please, why don't you stretch your legs, close your